Howdy folks, welcome back to Black Mountain. It is just afternoon, day 8 late spring, and I have got one muddy tractor. I don't know why it got so muddy. It seems like it really gets dirty working the field. I've got some oats in, just got those planted, and we've already got weeds popping up, both in the oat field and over in the grass. So I'm going to get this stuff washed off. And then I think we're going to grab the sprayer, which I actually bought back at the end of the winter, and I don't think I ever showed you guys. It was sitting out at the shop for quite a while. Now it's up there in my shed. I do have an old sprayer, and I've got it full of herbicide. Hopefully we'll have enough. I didn't buy any extra, but it's got a full, I think, 2,000 liter tank on it. So it should have quite a bit. But at any rate, we're going to get this tractor cleaned off, because it is filthy. Surprised it can even breathe. How cool it'd be if it only cleaned off where you sprayed, huh? I remember when I first got, I think it was it 17 where they introduced the washing? I don't remember which version it was. When it was a new thing, I was going around, I was being all careful, spraying, and then I realized it was getting clean everywhere. It's like, oh man. It's still kind of a cool mechanic, though. Alrighty, let's back the seeder in here. Got a nice field planted full of oats. I know it's late spring, but it took a while for the soil temperature to come up. We didn't get that much snow, but man, it was cold. It was a cold winter. So it took a while for that soil to come up. We're planting a little bit late, but that's just kind of the way it goes sometimes. And lots of other changes going on. It's been a couple days here in game, and a lot of shuffling around. I know some people are going to be sad with the changes, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to make some hard choices and get some equipment that does multiple things for multiple roles. So I did sell the New Holland. It was kind of a one-trick pony, and it was a little slow. I traded in my old Chevy, but fear not, I've got another old Chevy, and it's looking good. I actually painted up in the colors. I had a 70 Chevy C10 in real life, just like this truck here, except it was a half-ton. This is the Cheyenne C30. So basically, they call it a 1 ton. I don't know if it's really 1 ton, but anyway, it's a heavy-duty dually dump bed. Some pretty gnarly tires on it, and it's got an attachment for a snow plow. I haven't bought a plow yet because it's spring, but so it can not only haul stuff around and help me do chores, it can also blade snow. Now, will it be as good as the New Holland at blading snow? Probably not, but I think it's going to be good enough if I kind of keep on top of things. But the main thing is it's multi-purpose, right? It can pull trailers. It's got a dump bed, so I've been pulling it around. It's got hay and straw in it. I can just circle around. I can take care of the horses and the cows. It's all just kind of right there together. So that's 2 big changes. Got rid of the crawler. I know some people are going to be sad. It was a fun little crawler. I really liked it. Like I said, it was kind of slow, and it's kind of a one-trick pony. I need things to be multi-purpose, multi-role. And I do like that truck. It's a pretty good-looking truck. Now, some of you may also have that mod. I've made changes to it, as I typically do. I put my engine configs in it from the from the other C30 mod. So we've still got the big block 454 in it with the sounds and everything. A few little tweaks here and there. But it's a great looking mod. So we've got herbicide here, and the way I understand it with seasons, you can pre-treat. So once I spray, we should be good. No more weeds. I think that's how that works. Ooh, that doesn't change the soil color. So I'm going to have to guess based on my tracks where I've been. And it also doesn't kill the weeds right away. You spray them, and then I think at midnight they die. Something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and spray all the field. I think I have enough for both fields. It's going down fairly slow. And then the way I understand it, this should prevent any weeds from coming in. Any more weeds, anyway. So I had planned to do this right after planting and then not have any weeds. But like I said, I'd literally just got done planting oats and drove over there to wash off the tractor, and boom, weeds sprung up. So didn't even get a chance to pre-treat. I don't know if you can spray and then plant, if that works or not. And my tractor is dirty again. This thing really picks up the dirt. That's going to probably leave a little bit of a gap down there, but I'm going to get the outsides. Then we'll do some spraying on the inside. It's clipping to the ground a little bit there. Just ignore that. It's up as high as it'll go. I like this little sprayer. It's a little cheap sprayer. Gets the job done. Some of you may recognize it from my Old and Dirty series over on the Russian map with Mr. Mark DuPont. It's the same sprayer. Thought it was kind of generic enough that would fit in here. It's just some old spray or something or other that somebody fixed up. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Hey, man. Turn around. And I'm going to go right down the middle here. Definitely overspraying a bit. Hopefully that'll get it. I did, you probably noticed, I took the duals off the John Deere. Just a little easier to get around. And I don't really need them unless I'm trying to push snow or something. Or sometimes plowing. Need a little extra grip. So all those changes, selling equipment and whatnot, we're doing all right in the money department, which we're going to need to buy cows. That's still the plan. I think day 4 of summer is about the best price still. I've been looking around for a trailer. I got rid of the gooseneck Wilson ranch hand because the one downside of the new Chevy truck is it doesn't have a 5th wheel. So I got rid of that. I'm not sure. I may just pay somebody to bring the cows up here rather than trying to buy another trailer. There's just not really many good choices for trailers around that will A, haul a lot of cows, and B, make it up the mountain. That's kind of the killer. A lot of the big semi-trailers, I'm not sure they would actually make it up the mountain. The grass is still a little weird. Sometimes it grows in, sometimes it doesn't. It's different rates. I don't know why that is. It's just seasons being weird, I think. And I also don't know why these weeds are dead, unless those just were from last year and they died over the winter. I don't know. I haven't sprayed this yet. I know that. We're going to spray it now. Starting to get just a little bit of grass growing there. But then why is it tall over here? It's the same field. I don't know. And it's different colors, like as far as fertilization state and stuff. The ground is just in a weird shape. But as long as we're growing stuff, I guess I can't complain too much. Got some grass seed put in where we trenched in the pipe, so that's all growing in nicely. I do like having the water valve right there. That's handy. Grass is coming in over there in the cow pasture, so they're looking good. I did keep the water tank. I think I'm going to try to clean that out and use that for milk deliveries. Oh, and on this texture, it did leave a mark. You can see where I've been. Interesting. But not on the planted texture. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have plenty of herbicide, so that's good. Oops. Making a little hard on the hitch back there, aren't I? Sorry, hitch. Alright, we'll get the middle here, and then that should be it for weed protection. So what else have I been doing? We got the oats in. I got some of the silage moved. We've got a lot of silage. So I think we need to just pack in as many bowls as I can afford. I think we're going to have enough feed for them. I did figure out the icons for straw and hay, if we pull that up. Scroll over here. So this is straw. That's hay. We've got 26,000 liters of hay. I don't really know how much we're going to need, but that's a lot. That is a lot. If I look over here at animals, we're getting close to 6,000 liters of milk. We've got a lot of manure, a lot of slurry. I forgot to look and see if this number went up once I moved that manure. I think I've got a screenshot. I should go look at that. I'll check that after I'm done recording here. One cool thing they're adding to seasons. I'm running the development version of seasons. They're working on the animal screen. It's not done yet. Just kind of the framework is here. But you'll be able to look at your animals and get details and everything. So that's a work in progress. Latest development version of seasons. So that's cool. All right, let's go put our sprayer back. And we probably could move a little more silage. I think we got a little more room in the shed down there. Is there anything else I'm forgetting to update y'all on? And it's been kind of a whirlwind here of activity in the spring. It's been a busy spring. Everything else is pretty much as is. With the sprayer now, I've got those leftover tanks of fertilizer. I don't know if I'll do some contracts or we've got the spray fertilizer we can use on our fields. We'll use it somewhere now that we've got the sprayer. I don't really have... I might look into a bigger trailer. I don't know. If I had a big trailer, I could pull this tractor and sprayer down to town and do some contracts. So we've got that ton truck now. It should handle a pretty good sized trailer. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to keep spending money. It's easy to spend too much money on equipment. Then you go broke. You don't have any animals making the money. You learn how to back up stuff. Come on. Call that good. All right, I do want to show off this truck. It's a nice truck. I like this two-tone brown. Like I said, I used to have a truck just like this, and I love this body style. Great looking truck. Some nice aggressive BF Goodrich tires on there. Multi-terrain? No, mud terrain. So let's hop in the truck. Oh yeah. Amazing how much sound you can get out of those little bitty pipes, huh? Like I said, I moved the configs over, so it's basically the same engine, just a bigger truck. So I've got straw in the truck. Got hay in the wagon. They're not going to need much. We'll just top them off. Kind of show you how this works. We'll go over and take care of the cows too. And let's see. I think I have to get over pretty darn close before I recognize this. The other thing this truck comes with, you can see on the back here, it's got a salt spreader. So that's going to be handy in the wintertime as well. Oh, that's right. I got to select the truck. That's why. You'll see when it dumps, it's kind of got a plate that like goes over the salt spreader. Yeah, that's what's going on. Sure, just use your imagination. There we go. Horses are good. Well, actually, before we take off. Oh, I can just sit and listen to that truck idle all day. Let's get them some water. If I can reach through the fence here. There we go. Horses are all topped off. I know I left the John Deere running, but we're going to be back over here. I'll just go top off the cows with straw. We'll be right back. So the other advantage of using the truck for chores like this is it's faster. Crawler was 9-mile-an-hour speed limit. It's pretty darn slow. Gotta remember now. Oh yeah, I was trying to remember where the straw was. I'm still getting used to the new cow barn. It's right here. You can see I've been driving in here. Make sure the truck's selected. So I see this truck being handy for all kinds of stuff with a dump bed on it. Then getting the snow plow up front. Let's check and make sure that I think I topped them off with the water already. Let's go make sure. A little bit of spillage here at this end. Didn't take much, did it? They're all good. Now this being the default cow barn, I do have to clean up after them. It's a little bit of a pain, but that's a game mechanic I'm not a big fan of just because it's pretty much pointless. I'd much rather you had to like scoop out the manure and put it in the pit. I think that would be a way better game mechanic. But strangely enough, nobody at Giants asked me. I forgot to turn. Let's go up this way. So like I was saying, I might keep my eye out for a heavy-duty flatbed. I know at one point we had, I think it was the Big Tex with the tongue hitch. Might look into getting that again. We had that on the grain truck. If you remember way back at the early part of this series, we had the big C70 grain truck for a while. Might look into trading in my other trailer for that, and then I could take the tractor down to the valley for some missions, some contracts, and make a little money on the side, maybe? I don't know, we'll see. Oh, she's a beautiful truck. Love it. I didn't want to get rid of my old Chevy, but when this truck became available, I'm like, perfect. It's an old Chevy, and it does more stuff. Can't argue with that. I don't think the trees up on the hill are doing much yet. Let's go take a look. I hadn't really showed you. I did replant the trees. Rented a tree planter. Got some, they're not poplar, they're the pine? I'm not even sure what kind of trees they are. Fir trees, maybe? Some description. So I kind of tried to space them out somewhat randomly. But we've got some fir trees growing. Lodgepole pine, or I don't know what those are. I just got one pallet worth, so I think there's 20 trees up here. So eventually we'll have this bald hillside filled in again. Some good money getting all those dead trees off of here, though. No regrets. Whoa, almost regretted pulling off there. Might try looking around before you back over. So we're in good shape, I think. We got money in the bank. We've got oats planted. Just kind of hanging out, waiting for summer to get some cows bought. I'll keep an eye out for an animal trailer that might work, but I may just end up paying to have them delivered rather than trying to buy my own trailer. So that's the next big step. Oh yeah, I was going to go move some silage. We'll kind of do that as I close out the episode here. So let's grab the loader forks, and then we're going to leave the little shovel here. I think the big shovel's still down there in the silage pit. Go show you what I've done with the silage. I've got a lot of silage. I don't know if we even really need to mow this year. I probably will, just so we have extra, but I don't have any idea how much silage I have, because it didn't show me when it's shaft. Does it show me now? No, it doesn't show me like what's in my silage silo for some reason. That's the default giant silage pit, so I don't know what's going on. I just assume everything's buggy and broken and go about my day. The pond's looking good. Should have some cattails here in the summer. This is a little steep. Whoa, come on, tractor. Oh, that's full brake all the way down. I was not happy about going down that hill. There's another case of where the grass is different. Like it's... I don't know, it's the same stuff. It may not look like much, but I moved a lot of silage over there into that heap. Barely, not even half, I don't think, halfway through this big pile. I've just been moving it back and forth. Might be worth getting some kind of conveyor belt or something. Because I think to make more silage, I have to get it all out of the clamp. I don't think you can have multiple sections of the silage clamp at the same time. Leave that bucket up. It's a little tippy, but then I can get around the corner better. So I've just been trying to move this over one big bucket at a time. It's a little bit slow. But I got nothing but time on my hands now. We're just kind of waiting. We've got 2 milk cows, so they don't take much. Don't take much in the choring department. Horses are pretty easy to take care of. I did ride Cheeto the other night. Took him for a little spin. I really should ride them every day, but I haven't been. Did I end up selling off all my wheat? I'm just thinking about maybe getting some chickens. Did I sell off all that? I did, yeah. I sold off all the wheat I had. I believe chickens only eat wheat, right? Yeah. I could always buy some, but... yeah, we'll stick with horses and cows, I think, for now. I don't really have any other big plans for the homestead other than getting some cows and see if we can take care of a large number of cows. So I'm open to ideas if you want to see something specific. We will be wrapping up this series at some point, but I think we got another year or two in us. Get some cows raised, see how many we can support on this little bit of land we got. I think it's going to be quite a few. They're, see, if they were $3 grand a piece, I could buy 25 head or so, and they're not that. We could probably get 30 head with what we got, because they're about 2,300 a piece, I think. So we can get quite a few beefers in there. We'll see how that goes. I did have my eye on a little Kubota, that's what I'm trying to say. Little orange tractor, little Kubota. Took a look at it, and it was pretty awesome. It just wasn't enough power. It wouldn't even run the food mixer. The food mixer takes about 65 PTO horsepower. It just wasn't enough to run that. So it wasn't going to be terribly useful around the farm. So I decided not to pull the trigger on that. That was before I bought the truck. I was kind of looking for something that could be something to help out with the chores. So we're back to one tractor, which is really all I need anyway. I'm going to keep the wood harvester. It's kind of depreciated a bit. It's not worth a ton. And it is super handy when we want to do some logging. So we're going to hang on to that. I think we're pretty good equipment-wise. So I'm going to keep moving silage here. Won't bore you all to death with that. It's just me driving back and forth, running into stuff, tipping the tractor over. You know, just the usual farm sim things. But I'm going to let you all go, and we'll see you, if nothing else happens, we'll see you back here about day 4 in the summertime, when it's time to fill that big, beautiful new barn up with cows. Thanks for hanging out as always. I'll catch you next time. Take care.